Okay, so I have this hoodie on because my hair is horrible right now. I haven't had the opportunity to wash it today. It's kind of part of the story that I'm going to tell you. Um, I have statistics at 7 o'clock in the morning, meaning I get up at 6 o'clock, and I start walking to class at 6:30 because I live about a 15-minute walk from class, but I need to get there to ensure I get a chair. See, the classes at Santa Ana College are a little over full, so it comes to the point where you have to do things like that and not necessarily put your sleep first, you put your education first. Alright, well, today's video is a controversial commentary-esque type ordeal. The main topic of the video will revolve around my classes and the discussions that are held within them. I'm only going to be bringing up 2 of the courses in which I am taking, because those 2 courses actually have the most predominant little bits of controversial commentary that I thought would be something everyone would enjoy. At least, well, everyone who subscribes to me, hopefully. So let's start. Let's start off with my English course. I am taking a freshman composition course, though I am not a freshman, in order to fulfill one of my English requirements for transfer. And in freshman composition, we are currently doing political papers and things to that nature, things that are, political controversies during the last election and during current and upcoming stances. The 4 topics that we chose to break off into groups and present debates about were the following: stem cell research, evolution, gay marriage, and the death penalty. Now, I was thrown into the group about gay marriage, which shouldn't be a shocker, though I really wanted to do evolution. I was kind of talked into gay marriage because of my knowledge of it. So, to give an overview of what each of these things are, let's start with stem cell research. Most people aren't fully aware of what stem cell research really is, so I'm going to explain. Stem cell research is the preservation and experimentation on umbilical cords and the cells that they contain. What's so important about these particular cells is that these cells are unassigned, meaning they're cells that are just waiting to get their information, waiting to get what tasks they're going to do. They can be molded into any type of cell. And the evolution and forwarding of this research will, inevitably advance our medical understanding and medical technologies to help us save many lives in the future. The main arguments on both sides of the spectrum, obviously those in favor of stem cell research present the medical advancement argument, which I, in a way, just surmised, and those in opposition to stem cell research claim that those who are researching are playing God, and that it's an immoral, unjust, and I guess advance to better the human life. And God put people in the positions he put them in because that's what he wanted. So those are the main arguments on either side of it. And when they present, I will take notes and I'll come and relay what was presented in class along with my own personal input, and hopefully you will do the same, bring your personal input into it. The second topic is evolution. Now, evolution, a lot of people associate with Darwin, which isn't necessarily completely accurate. See, Darwin contributed to evolution, true. He contributed the aspect of natural selection, meaning that a species better capable of, or not even a species, like a community better capable of adapting to an environment has a higher probability of survival and success. Success being reproduction. So, if you put in, genetics into, you add that to Darwin's theory, you add that to Culver's research on fossils, and alongside of well, there's just a lot of people, aren't there? Like you have a, I wish I had my book with me. I mean, you have like Lamarck, Hook, um, Mathel. I'm blanking on a lot of the names right now, and I apologize. But once we do the evolution thing, I will definitely present all of that information clear and adapt. Anyway, all these people basically said there's so much evidence out there that it's hard to ignore it and believe that what is presented in the Bible to be complete, utter, unquestionable fact. So, evolution is basically, I don't know, based on scientists' inability to ignore what's occurring. And it all started back with Aristotle. He attempted to name all of the animals in order to, what was his words? He wanted to prove that God had saved every single animal, so there was a way to collect them, therefore there's a way to name them all. So he went through and started doing that. That was nomenclature, which was taxonomy, brought in by, I think, Linnaeus. He started categorizing us. Anyway, that's one side of the story, is there's too much evidence to ignore. The other side of the story is that the Bible is the ultimate, our ultimate beginning. That God created the earth and within 7 days created man. I'm not 100% familiar with Genesis, but I will read up on it and present that information as well. So there's that. It contradicts. Then you have the death penalty. The opposing views are, can we take a man's life, or do we punish and uphold law? So that one's intriguing. There's also gay marriage. Gay marriage. The two opposing sides is, man shall not lay down with man, as the Bible states, and that mostly conservatives refuse or only recognize traditional marriage. Democrats actually also don't like to also recognize traditional marriage, but they're okay with civil unions. The argument is that it's an equal rights issue, and in fact, it goes against the 14th Amendment, alongside with the 4th article of the Constitution, the full faith and credit clause. So it's more of a legal standpoint. That's basically the gay marriage present, and when I do that, I will also bring that information to you. And then I guess there's also abortion. That one's huge. The points are, Roe v. Wade, yada yada yada. We hear a lot about abortion. Is it murder? Is it, 14th Amendment? You just have a lot of different sides here. Is it a legal issue, or what is it? What is abortion? What really was Roe v. Wade? I'll present that to you as well. And then my anthropology class is actually currently bringing us into the realm of genetic mutation. So my assignment was to research some form of a genetic mutation and write a paper, like a page or so, a little over a page, about how it presents, what its prevalence is, phenotype, genotype, how it's caused, so causation. And what I thought was interesting is the first one I found was 22q11.2. Now, this particular genetic mutation is actually based on deletion. So, a small part of chromosome 22 goes missing, and it presents itself in various ways. Most medical students remember this particular mutation using the, what is it called? Let me use the first letter. Don't really recall it. See if I can bring it up here. The mnemonic, there you go. Catch 22. And by that it means C for cardiac defects, A, abnormal facial features, T, thymic aplasia, C, cleft palate, H, hypocalcemia, and then in chromosome 22. It's the best way that they memorize it. So I thought that was an intriguing thing. Alright, well, I have to cut this video short. I will make videos on each of those specific topics, and I'll catch you later. Ciao.